experimentation. Welcome back to experimentation. Welcome back to experimentation. Oh! We got everything. Today we're going to be making a rival gun out of PVC pipe. They go like this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then that, and then you put this thing on, and then you're done! Yeah! Just kidding, we're going to break this down. So we're going to make a rival bullet shooter, homemade, and it's really cheap. So we're going to make this out of PVC because it's the cheapest option, and we're going to make the pressure tape first. So this is going to hold air, and you're just going to start with 1.5 inch PVC pipe, then you're going to cap it on this end. You're going to attach a 1.5 inch connector on the end, and this part is where it gets kind of confusing. This is a 1.5 inch to 1/2 inch connector. The 1/2 inch goes in on this side, and this actually has to be connected to the connector on this side. Then you take this and you attach one of these, which is a ball valve for 1/2 inch PVC pipe. I got these at Ace Hardware for about $5. You can get them bulk at Home Depot for $15 for 12 of them. Then you take this, another piece of 1/2 inch PVC pipe, but it's longer, like 6 inches will do fine. Then you'll attach on another ball valve, and that is the tank. All you are going to have to do now is glue it together, and on this end we're going to have to put in a valve so we can pump it. The last piece we're going to need is a tubeless tire valve. These are pretty cheap, and you're going to have to attach it to the cap. So I realized that this fits onto a 1/2 inch hole. So I'm going to drill a 1/2 inch hole into this 1.5 inch PVC cap, wedge this through there, and glue it all on. Then after that, I'm just going to glue this whole pressure tank together up until this barrel part, because this isn't going to be undergoing stress. Okay, and so you're just going to have to glue all this together, and this valve is going to have to be stuck at the end of the cap. Okay, the reason we're using this tubeless tire valve is to pressurize this tank with an air compressor, or if you don't have it, a bicycle pump. We have the valve in the cap now. It was just over a 1/2 inch hole that we had to put in it, but it wasn't 5/8, so if you drill a 5/8 hole, it might not be a nice tight squeeze like this. We had to use a Dremel tool to make it just wide enough for it to squeeze in. You want it to be nice and secure in there, and this will make it a lot sturdier. We're still going to glue it. It's not quite strong enough to hold a lot of pressure, but it should do for now. Here I sanded down the PVC to make the cement stick better. Still sanding. This is epoxy. Don't do this. I'll explain later. We use cement like this to glue the main body of the gun. This is our first test using a bike pump to pressurize the tank. It worked, but there's a leak. Apparently epoxy doesn't stick to rubber. JB Super Weld is the strongest glue I can find that sticks well to rubber. This is the finished gun. You might notice that the cap is different. That's just because it's all we had on hand, not because it's better. But the reason we had to change the cap was because we tried to use epoxy on the tire valve, but epoxy doesn't really stick on rubber very well, something called JB Super Weld, which is like a really strong super glue that we use to glue the tire valve into the PVC, and that's pretty much the only thing we've changed. We're gonna test it out. Start around 30 psi. So let's go over how you shoot this again. So you open this valve, let the air into this tube, close this, and then, oops. 30 psi wasn't enough to pressurize the small chamber. So we're gonna try 60 and see how far that goes. Okay, let's try this again. Not very much.
It went like 2 feet.
Unload the whole thing just for fun. That worked. If you didn't tell already, I'm sweating, and these ball valves work the best in cool temperatures. So we're gonna wait until a cool morning to shoot this off at its full potential, which is about 150 psi. I'm gonna show you some slow-mo footage of the next shots. Dry prickly Texas earth, bazooka style. 3, 2, 1. Ready?
Hold up. Hold up. Now.
I shot it perfectly.
That was a good one.
We got it?
Oh yeah, guys. We got that one.
Finally, that was a good one.
Taking this slow-mo footage is hard, and we're using it on a phone, so if we can't get the slow-mo footage in the video, that's really bad, but oh well. So look at this one, guys. It just stuck right in there. Look how cool that looks. What's the next shot gonna be, Henry?
So we're gonna try to shoot 5 balls at the same time and see if we can get a good shot on that.
All right, sounds like a plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so you know it's too hot outside to be filming videos when your camera tells you this. Warning, temperature too high to use camera. What?
It's so hot out here.
The temperature is too high to use the camera? Wait for the phone to cool down?
We're back after a quick break to let the phone cool down.
Alright guys, we're about to try the 5-ball shot. What are you thinking about, Henry?
I think this is either going to be really easy or really hard.
It should be some cool footage though if we get it right.
Yeah, it will.
Now. You were like...
No, because slow motion, it like hovers for a second before it starts. What?
That was a fun one, Henry.
Yeah, that it fell. Got the slow-mo footage with 4 balls, and I think it looks pretty good, so we're pretty happy about that.
Now that our gun is complete, Henry's going to do a recreation of a battle, considering that this gun was a bazooka.
Smoked him!
On the back side of this target, there's actually a deer that I drew on the other side, so we're going to see where Henry's bullet entered. There. Oh, you got him in the lungs. Look at that. That's so fun.
Okay, guys, so a couple more observations we've made is you want this chamber to probably be about 8 inches, not like 5 or 6 inches. Also, if you're trying to take multiple shots, you should practice pressure. Fill this up with pressure up to at least 80 psi, if not more. And also, just so you know, the only rifle bullets that work in half-inch PVC pipe is hyper rifle bullets. You could try with normal rifle bullets and 3/4 inch PVC pipe. You could experiment with that, but I just made it like this. So if you want to copy exactly like I made it, you should probably get these hydrates. You better subscribe. Actually, it does help us a lot. And also, please share and like and whatever you do. Thanks.